What's good, y'all? It's your boy Terrence Carter. TC Talk, TC Fitness. Clearly here with y'all, back at it again with another video. Welcome to Everlasting Awareness. So, America is in shambles, right? And I feel like a lot of the things that people are going through obviously is not only mentally draining but financially draining. Now, a lot of people, including myself, are not brought up on financial literacy. Financial literacy is one of the most important things on this planet. But first is your health, right? And your connection with the source, your connection with the most high God. And then it's your finances. And there's no particular order, but you guys understand what I'm saying. Now, the reason why I be expressing myself about, whether it be the jobs, whether it be, you know, uh the vibration and frequency that they want people to live in, which is fair, right? Whether I speak about just the low wages and how they expecting people to be happy, etc. It's like, bro, like they've really, some way, shape, or form, bamboozled the entire planet. Majority of people will continue to spend their life working for money, having financial stress, living paycheck to paycheck. And I thought about this, right? I said it's by design that these jobs pay people just enough money to have them coming back. So let's just say hypothetically you get a check, your check is $1,600. Automatically half of that is going to your rent. Automatically, right? It is by design. And you know that you need the next check in order to take care of your rent fully. So then you got to work another 2 weeks in order to get that check. So many people slave their life away for a paycheck, but it's never helping you get ahead. Now, if Americans were taught financial literacy, right? If it was embedded into us, how to have money working for us, how to own assets, focusing on that, a lot of people will be further ahead financially, and a lot of people won't need jobs because they'll be able to be self-sufficient. But it is by design that the company needs you or else the company won't run. And I get it. There's millions of people that'll take the same wage, $20 an hour. But the more that you see through the system, the more it's like, excuse me, working these jobs are very, very pointless. Now, I'm not telling any of y'all on this YouTube channel to quit your job today. But it's not normal to be working 40 hours, 50 hours a week and not getting ahead. It's not normal for a job to be paying you so low. If they could get away with it and not pay you anything at all, they would do it. But then y'all see why people are in a struggle. They're doing what they was taught to do, right? Get a job. Nobody ever tells you to follow your purpose, follow your passions, follow the money. Focus on your physical well-being. Focus on your spiritual growth. Do what you naturally enjoy to do, because you'll put more effort into that than you would a job that you don't like. Now I told you I've been reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, and on this channel, I will be reading a page from the book, often. Yesterday, I was reading a lot of the book, and it once again made me look at myself. Uh, I continue to stack the assets. Yesterday, I was, the stock market went, it was going good, and then it reversed on everybody. And I was down like $908 on the day, which is good because it helps me build my financial fortitude. Number one, number two, assets are way cheaper, right? And then number three, it's just teaching me how to grind it out through the red days, you know. But yeah, I just want to read a part of the book that I was reading yesterday to you guys. So you can see I have the book right here, right? You can see that right there, okay, right? And this is page 36 from the book, and I'm gonna just read like the bottom of the page. So let me see where I can start from. Okay, if you want to learn to work for money, then stay in school. That is a great place to learn to do that. But if you want to learn how to have money work for you, then I will teach you that. But only if you want to learn. Wouldn't everyone want to learn that? I asked. No, said Rich Dad, simply because it's easier to learn to work for money, especially if fear is your primary emotion when the subject of money is discussed. Majority of us stay at these jobs with these weak ass wages because you have the fear of losing the job and not making no more money. This is exactly why you gotta have money working for you. You won't have the fear of losing the job because you know that you have multiple sources of income. The job was meant to keep you enslaved mentally. The job was meant to take up all of your time, and all you doing is trading time for money, and you giving your all to the company, and the company will replace you in a heartbeat. The job was never created to help people build wealth, bro. These are the times we living in. You gotta first, like, yeah. Just have to see the writing on the wall, as Wall Street Chapel would say. The writing is on the wall, bro. You don't give your all to the job do layoffs, and they lay you off. Then what you gonna say? Damn, I should have had something working for me outside of the job. Got all this information on the internet. If you got an iPhone, the information is right there on your phone, bro, for free. Open up a brokerage account, put some money into the account, learn how to generate a high income skill. You don't have to buy a course. You don't have to buy a course off of somebody. Buy my course so that I can teach you how to trade or I can teach you how to invest. No, bro, you can learn this stuff for free. The same energy you put into buying somebody else's course for $100 or $200 or whatever, you could you could put that money into the markets. He said, I don't understand. I said with a frown, don't worry about that for now. Just know that it's fear that keeps most people working a job, the fear of not paying their bills, the fear of being fired, the fear of not having enough money, the fear of starting over. That's the price of studying to learn a profession or trade and then working for money. Most people become a slave to money and then get angry at their boss. I'm going to read some more. Learning to have money work for you is a completely different course of study. I asked. Absolutely. Rich Dad answered. Absolutely. We sat in silence on that beautiful Hawaiian Saturday morning. My friends would have just been starting their Little League baseball game, but for some reason, I was now thankful I had decided to work for 10 cents an hour. I sensed that I was about to learn something my friends would not learn in school. Ready to learn? Asked Rich Dad. Absolutely, I said with a grin. I have kept my promise. I've been teaching you from afar, my rich dad said. At 9 years old, you've gotten a taste of what it feels like to work for money. Just multiply your last month. Listen to this. Listen to this, y'all. Just multiply your last month by 50 years and you will have an idea of what most people spend their life doing. I don't understand, I said. How did you feel waiting in line to see me? Once to get hired and once to ask for me, excuse me, once to get hired and wants to ask for more money. Terrible, I said. If you choose to work for money, that is what life is like for many people, said Rich Dad. And how did you feel when Mrs. Martin dropped 3 dimes in your hand for 3 hours of work? I felt like it wasn't enough. It seemed like nothing. I was disappointed, I said. That is how majority of us feel working these 9 to 5 jobs, bro. It is not enough and you will feel disappointed. Now it's all by design. Once again, right? The job wants to pay you as least as possible as they can in order to get you to come back. You got to learn your worth, bro. You got, like, that's for all of us. I'm not just telling y'all, it's for me too. You know? He said, and that is how most employees feel when they look at their paychecks, especially after all the tax and other deductions are taken out. At least you got 100%. You mean most workers don't get paid everything I asked with amazement? Heavens no. Said Rich Dad, the government always takes its share first. So, like, I personally love reading, right? And how does all of this tie into the beginning of the video? Majority of the world is controlled by money. Let's just face the facts, right? And majority of people are distracted, not not really like willing to like indulge into the stock market or into trading or learning, having a financial literacy. They're distracted by entertainment. They're distracted by fun and games and thinking that shit is sweet when it's not. AI is right at the front of your door, about to take your job, right? People are going through mental health crisis. Why? They're not making enough money. And I'm not saying, oh, like in the book, he said, more money will not solve people's problems, right? Because usually the more money people make, the more money that they spend. So it makes sense. But you have to have the awareness of what you are doing with money when you get it. The reason why I speak about money is because we live on a capitalistic planet. And that, yeah, it's material, it's piece of paper, it's fake. It's literally an illusion, bro. Like, we give it the value. Humans give it the value. You understand what I'm saying? Until every human on the face of the earth just say, bro, y'all bamboozling us. This is monopoly money. It's not even real. And y'all giving us bills and y'all giving us, like, it's just a whole bunch of, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. But if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. Once you see through it, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see through the illusion, you cannot unsee it, right? But if everybody just said, listen, man, we understand that this is fake. We're not about to work these jobs no more for paper money that's losing its value because everything of the cost of living is rising, then the world will finally be awakened. But until then, they'll continue to create the jobs, have people working their life away, stay in the system for 50, 60 years. You don't have much life left to live after you get old. Your body is torn down, your mind is cooked. Yeah, that's the cycle that they want to keep everybody in. So you need to learn skills. You need to learn high income skills. You need to start monetizing your stuff. Don't be a slave to the system. You know what I'm saying? Think outside the box, not the box that they want to keep that in. And also retain your energy. Take back your power, bro. That's one of the most powerful things. Taking back your energy. I make these videos to try to help somebody out there in the world. If I can help you see money differently, I did my part. If I can help you see your power internally, I did my part. I'm not your savior, you are. So this was just a quick YouTube video for the channel. I hope you guys enjoy your day today. If you want to help the channel grow, just subscribe. It's free. That's if you want to. I'm not asking you to. It's only if you want to. Like the video, leave some comments. Everlasting awareness, man. Yes, sir.